And time to wake up on this Friday morning. No rain to worry about today, but I think starting tomorrow we have rain for several days. JC?
And good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us on a Friday morning edition of Cooper and Company Live. This is Athens in the AM on a Friday morning, as Gloria just told you, headed into the weekend after Memorial Day. Lots of things happening. Matthew back in action this morning. Tom joined us, and new to the program, the most outstanding salesperson in the entire world from down at Nissan in Huntsville, Alabama. Mr. Clay joins us this morning from Montgomery, right, Clay?
That's right.
He's going to be in here. He says he's going to be able to maintain with me this morning, so we'll have to see how it goes. Clay, welcome to the program.
Thank you, James.
Landers McAlister, the #1 Nissan dealer in the state of Alabama. That's pretty phenomenal. And thank you for bringing me that trophy to present it for me being the world's most outstanding morning TV host.
Oh, yeah.
Look forward to that. You can present that to me later, Clay.
I will.
Yeah, we'll talk with Clay just a little bit, too. He's got us a Nissan parked out front, hot-selling automobiles. He's going to tell us all about it. You know, it only takes like 10 minutes to get there from here right down the highway. If you leave right now, you can probably get there walking. Frank's in there on the phone, too, 230-4988. You can text Gloria, 603-4848 this morning if you need anything. I'm glad you didn't have to call me this morning, Clay, because I forgot to even get my phone out of the bag.
He never has it.
Because he had my number. I should have given him better directions, I guess. Barry Kay may or may not be here. We never know until about a couple more minutes when he'll walk in and disrupt the program. Dr. Alan Coleman, Lisa, should be with us later on this morning, too, so we'll talk with them. That's about it. Plus, I'm loaded with stuff to talk about. I know Matthew's got a mouthful of stuff to get out, too, this morning as we enjoy Chick-fil-A and Gigi's Cupcakes. Clay, y'all can take all this sugar back and give it to Frank when you head back to Nissan this morning down the road. All right, let's get it cranking this morning. So Friday morning edition of Cooper Company Live. Here's the weather.
Oh, and Frank's probably going to love that since he's always saying he's trying to lose weight, Jamie. Let's talk about the weather. No rain right now anyway. 60 degrees, 62 degrees out there this morning. We're going to see some sunshine and mixed clouds too. 88 for your high, 65 for your low. Now tomorrow, 40% chance of showers, and then Sunday, 60, and then Monday, 40, Tuesday, 40. Wednesday, possibly even some rain as well. So there's your forecast for the
40. Oh, you're talking about
40% chance of rain. That's right. So we'll probably see some rain many days next week.
Tom, what's up with you?
I'm going to get my jacket out.
Yeah, well, I thought it said 40s. Matthew, good morning. Good to have you back in action.
Yeah.
How's that little girl you adopted?
She's doing well. She's doing well. So she's sleeping good, and she eats well, and so she just, you know.
She's happy.
They just adopted a 1.5-year-old girll from China.
Right.
Oh, she beat it. So, Clay, again, man, you're from Alabama, Bama Roll Tide fan.
Roll Tide, that's
Just
right.
like the rest. How long have you been with Landers McAlister?
10 years.
10 years. So you've gone around to several of their locations.
I am.
So, where all have you been?
Missouri and Arkansas mostly.
Oh, Arkansas.
Back in the great state of Alabama.
Good to have you here. How long have you been back in Huntsville?
About 7 months.
7 months. So you've been in the car business quite a while, though.
March 8, 1991.
Oh. Hey, in USA Today this morning, Tom, all of us can relate to this. Warmest spring heats up economy. It says here the heat that has taken over much of the spring turned out to be the warmest recorded in U.S. history by an eye-opening margin. However, they're also saying it was also good, Tom, this spring for housing, automobiles, and for eating out in restaurants, Matthew. Restaurant sales rose by double digits January and February. When cold weather usually keeps people in, this year they were able to get out more. Car sales were up through the roof, as I guess you guys probably had a super Memorial Day over there.
We did. We was number 5th in the nation last month on selling Altimas.
Wow,
Out of 1,100 Nissan stores.
Is that what you brought this morning?
It is.
5th in the nation.
5th in the nation.
Those are good-looking cars. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit, too. Did any of y'all see the blimp yesterday?
I missed it. I saw the pictures on Facebook.
The blimp came over yesterday, honoring one of our clients and some good folks here in Athens, Clem Tire, which has one right there in Madison and one in Huntsville. Been in business here in Athens 60 years. It's just trying to say they've been in business 60 years. We're circling some of our stores. Congratulations signs for Clem Tire. Congratulations to Mr. Melvin over there, Tom and Dave and a whole bunch. And Clem Tire Company, 60 years in business.
Also went to Madison and Huntsville.
Yeah, it was over there, and also went over to Decatur. In Albertville for Wilkes Tire and Battery service over that way. So, yeah, way to go. 60 years in business, Matthew. You got a long way to go.
That's a long time. I do. I've got a few years. So.
Yeah. And Tom, Greg's supposed to be up here later on this morning. Mortgage rates took another dip. Hard to believe.
Yep.
15-year mortgages fell to less than 3%, 2.94.
Goodness.
That's unbelievable. And then 30 years is...
I think you ought to find something to buy.
Yeah, need to. Of course, it's easy to get financing for a car.
It is.
Easy. Hey, did you grow up watching the Dukes of Hazzard?
I did.
Catherine Bach is 58 years old. Huh. You know, the original Dukes of Hazzard?
I grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzard.
Well, you remember her?
I do.
She was original Daisy Duke. Started those shorts and everything. She's now got 2 teenage daughters. But anyway, she's going for the Hazzard Homecoming, Mathew, 2012, which will draw thousands of Duke fans and scores of General Lee lookalikes to Sperryville, Virginia. Y'all write this down, Frank. August 11th and 12th. So that will be the reunion of the... Is that airing anywhere right now?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it anywhere.
It used to come on CMT. I don't know if it still does or not.
I need that program.
Yes,
Bad.
we do.
Yeah,
They're having
aired
that
on
in
here.
Virginia?
Virginia, yeah. Dukes
going?
of Hazzard, the original Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, are you going?
Yeah.
I used to drive a Dukes of Hazzard car, and I was at Channel 31. I gave one away. Matter of fact, when you were moving here from Chicago, you witnessed me.
I cried my eyes out. I thought,
You should have met me then, and I could have.
Billy's.
You should have got with me then. I could have got arrested for dating a minor.
I was 15.
It could have happened.
No, it couldn't have.
Okay. Speaking of being arrested, I want to get on to Decatur Daily in a minute. The Decatur
You
Daily
want
is
to get into your
celebrating.
personal business this
Well,
morning.
I'm going right into that. The Decatur Daily today has got a special commemorative thing out. Today is their 100th anniversary.
Okay.
Clay, you're new here. Decatur's about 10 minutes down the road. Daily marks its 100th anniversary. They are not going to be going like the Huntsville Times, the Mobile Press Register, and the Birmingham News to 3 days a week. You know that?
Yeah, I'd heard that.
3 days a week. You probably heard it on this program.
That's right.
I love a newspaper. Can't hardly live without one.
Oh, it's going to be tough.
It's one of the best things I like to do at home. No offense.
It's okay.
I said one of the
I'll
best.
buy you more papers.
I said one of the best things. One of the best things. Nothing like at 2:30 in the morning, having a cup of coffee and a newspaper. And I can't read one that somebody else has read, Clay. It's just a thing about me.
Right.
I got to have it smooth, fresh, laid out where I can go through everything
You are
in
not
it.
right.
It's just like the other day, and I'll talk about this. Had I not had a Decatur Daily, I wouldn't have been able to tell y'all about the 61-year-old man shooting his tooth out because he had a tooth out. Which leads me to the story today out of the Decatur Daily. A man arrested in a burglary told a neighbor who caught him at the door of the victim's apartment, quote, he was looking to borrow some coffee creamer. Here he is. Here's a picture of him right here.
Smart.
Says officer arrested him at the apartment complex on Beltline Road. Said the victim and the witness both knew this guy because he used to live there. He was bent over and appeared to be doing something to the victim's doorknob when the neighbor happened up on him at 10 a.m. The neighbor told him she didn't have any coffee creamer either. Then watched as he picked up a flat screen TV from the porch and carried it away with him. So evidently he'd gone in the house. I don't know if he got any creamer or not.
He had already put that in the car.
Got the flat screen TV, Clay, brought it out, sat it on the porch, and I don't know what he was doing to the doorknob.
I don't want to know.
But then the neighbor, a female, approaches him and I don't have any creamer either.
Interesting.
And then he loads the TV up and puts it in his car. So
Maybe he was locking the door back behind him.
he probably
so no
was.
one
Keep
else
somebody
could-
else
I'm
from,
sure
you
that's
know,
what was
keep
happening.
somebody else from getting in there. What do you think, Tom?
38-year-old brilliant guy.
The house.
All right, we were just talking about Las Vegas.
Right.
Up there. Well, bad news up there. Hugh Hefner. Frank, you know him, don't you?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. Hugh Hefner and the Girls Next Door celebrating the 2006 opening of the Vegas version of his legendary Playboy Club has closed. The economy didn't work. Bunnies served their last drinks, Mathew. Their hip-swerving
Of all the people here on the stage,
no word about will Vegas Playboy location or plans for a new location to be added.
Well, there you have it.
Sad day off for you. Your trip to Vegas is busted.
Well, hey.
We went to Vegas once.
The only thing I remember
I don't
about
like
being
it.
in Vegas was all the people passing out all the, hey, you need an
Garbage,
escort
trash.
tonight? You need an escort tonight?
I've been to
Trash
Vegas
everywhere.
I
before.
think they quit doing that. Have you been up to Vegas lately?
It's been years.
I think they've quit doing that. So I know you haven't been there, have you, Tom?
Not lately.
Yeah, so I didn't know if you'd run up that way or not.
I barely can remember when I was there.
Yeah. All right, later on this morning, too, we may go back to this, but most teens admit, how many times would you got a teenager?
18-year-old daughter.
How many times would you say she texts or receives a text a day? On average.
A couple of hundred.
Very good, very good. Because it says here, a typical teen sends and receives 100 text messages a day. But you say a couple of hundred.
They're saying 100. I think it's more than that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And only 8% of teens say they never wear a seatbelt.
Really?
That's what it says.
Some adults don't wear seatbelts.
Says, think your teen will never text while driving?
Think again. They text with no seatbelt.
I tell you what, since I just learned to text a couple months ago, it's hard to drive and
Yeah.
You better not. It's hard enough for you just to text.
You just get the new iPhone, Jamie, and then you can just tell Siri to text somebody for you.
He's got an old one.
Oh, you don't need this.
Listen, I had a flip phone up until about 2 months ago, Matthew. I mean, come on. Huh?
She give you the iPhone 3G or whatever?
No, she don't give me nothing. As Zach would say, nothing. All right, let me do it, dear Jamie, while I've got a panel up here this morning, Matthew. I know you always look forward to these.
Yeah.
Hey, Clay, you may not know this about me. I was that close to being a judge of Limestone County.
How close? Yeah, okay.
Like I said, if Walmart had a voting booth, I'd already got elected. I ran for probate judge over here in March for a week and a half. I've got a robe and everything hanging in the back in case they need me to fill in for somebody.
Sound like Shorty Price.
Yeah. You remember Shorty? What do you run for governor, like every year?
Yeah.
You're
All
not
right,
doing it
dear
again.
Jamie, I'm 58, been married to Hank for 24 years, 2 kids, and we got a 21-year-old together. I've tried everything to be a good wife, something you need to listen.
Oh, really?
Hank's never been affectionate. Our sex life's non-existent. Several years ago, I learned that he cheated on me for most of our life. My older son caught him. Then I made him move out. Then he moved back in. We went to counseling. Then did it again. Well, recently, Matthew, I received calls telling me Hank was cheating again. But he denied it. How's this going, Frank?
Not too good.
I finally hired a private investigator, confirmed that he was having an affair. I told him to leave her alone, and I thought that'd end the deal, Matthew.
Oh.
Because
How's it going, Frank?
Too good.
I discovered he'd been seeing this woman for 12 years. I love my husband,
a
but
long
won't
time.
tolerate sharing him anymore. It's over, out of here. But I knew when we married we weren't soulmates, but I felt we could have a good marriage anyway. Hank knows if he leaves, his son will despise him. He won't be able to see his grandkids. But here's my dilemma. Here's my question. And this is coming from the wife now.
What?
Idiot. Should I talk to the other woman and ask her to stop seeing him?
No.
Ask her, will you please quit having sex with my husband? Ask the other woman. Why not just, just go beat her up or something?
Oh. Women aren't supposed to be beating up each other.
I agree with you 100%.
What, shall I just go beat her up?
Oh, yeah, stalk her or something.
Yeah, make her think, you really want this dude?
Yeah.
Why not go to the husband and say, listen, dude, what would you do, since you're the only female amongst us today?
Right.
Say I'm cheating on you
Yeah.
for years and years and years.
I
Yeah.
don't think she can say this on there.
First of all, I'd be a dang idiot to do that, but I mean, beyond that. Matthew, what was happening?
Let's go back to Gloria. I like it better when you were asking her the question.
But yeah, but you were so intense and listening to the question the way I was asking
like, hey, I'm just glad it's not me getting the question asked this
it.
time.
Well, I'm asking you for
It
that.
looks like an answer on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah, no, I don't have an answer for that one.
What should she confront the other woman, or should she say something to her husband?
I don't know. Tom, what do you think?
I'm going to pass it to the newcomer.
I'll take it.
Yeah, okay.
She ought to just leave. I'd just walk out and that's it.
Get him to buy her a new Nissan, the Altima with Outlander in Florida, and he can just
Absolutely.
drive off the sunset, couldn't you?
Right, yeah.
Back to you, Matthew. Was that good enough?
That sounds like a good answer.
Hey.
So, should she ask the other woman and say, hey, leave my husband alone? But can I ask you, will you please leave my husband alone? Now, would you go to a woman and ask her, you know how many women hit on me?
I would not go talk to the other woman.
You know how many women hit on me? I'm a sex symbol of morning television. Living legend.
Just
That
ask
must be here in Athens.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just
That
ask
must
them.
just be here in
Yeah,
Athens.
it is. It is. When I get out and hustle at nursing homes, it's amazing how many people go wild on me. So, I mean,
I would never be, Matt, I would never be ugly to someone older than me. You're supposed to respect your elders there.
hey, let's give a shout out to a lady wanting to come. Michelle Jones, is that her name?
Yes, met her, when was
The
that?
other day when you found my bracelet and met me to give it to me because my
Yeah, 2
wrist was
days
getting
ago.
thrown off, huh?
2 days
Yeah,
ago.
Michelle, if you're still
Wonderful
watching
day.
every day and you want to do something, give me a call. I'll put you on, let you give a shout out to some folks. Well, Clay, thanks for coming up this morning. We're going to talk about what a great business you guys have over there, the #1 Nissan dealer in the state of Alabama. And he tell Mr. Landers, we can't wait to get his. Is he an early bird? Reckon we get him over here one morning?
Oh, he's early bird. He's been up since about 3:30 or 4 probably.
Maybe he catches up. He catches up there. I had in the paper this morning.
Yeah.
And we got the trouble. We'll talk with Clay about that in just a moment. All right, on this Friday morning, I'm guessing Barry Kay ain't gonna make it.
I'm thinking not.
I brought my guitar. I'll fill in.
Super, Matthew.
All right, we'll take our first break today. We'll come back with ZNN in just a moment. Y'all hang on.